Hey, welcome to Horde Reviews, a series that aims to provide quick and reliable reviews of games, movies, shows, and really anything else. Today we'll be reviewing the recently released Venom There Be Carnage. There won't be any spoilers in this review until after the rating, so you won't have to worry about timestamps or skipping anything until the end of the video. Getting right into the review, Venom There Be Carnage was a movie I was personally looking forward to, and I have to say that it was mildly disappointing. I'll go ahead and throw it out there, the movie's PG-13 rating definitely negatively impacted it overall. They did a pretty good job portraying Carnage's origin story on the big screen without the involvement of Spider-Man, which was nice to see, but they didn't really allow him to shine after that point. Most of the scenes with Carnage had a lack of blood and extreme violence, which is kind of what the character is all about. The majority of the random character kills were done either off-camera or in the most bloodless way imaginable, and it makes the film feel like it's missing something. But if you can look past those scenes, the fights and chemistry between Carnage and Venom wasn't half bad. You had the hatred between the two symbiotes paired with the odd relationship between Eddie and Cassidy, and it made for some pretty interesting and enjoyable moments. The two symbiotes also had some pretty good chemistry with their hosts as well. Cassidy and Carnage weren't entirely a perfect match for each other, and it caused some intriguing conflicts. But on the flip side of that, Eddie and Venom are a pretty good match for each other, and it made for a more enjoyable film. Eddie and Venom have a weird side conflict going on throughout the movie. They're constantly fighting and arguing about various problems, much like your typical old married couple. The main conflict between the two is Eddie's disapproval of Venom eating bad guys, but considering how the end of the last film left things, it seems like Eddie would be more comfortable with saving people and eating criminals, but in this movie he's not, and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense in my opinion. There are a few other things going on in the film, like Cassidy's relationship with Shriek and Eddie's strained relationship with his ex, but I found that those parts of the movie felt a tad bit lacking and unimportant. The whole situation shared between Eddie and Anne felt a little misplaced at times, but I can definitely see why it was included as it fueled the fire between Eddie and Venom during arguments. The running joke of Venom not liking Anne's new fiancé was pretty funny, but aside from the brief comic relief, the inclusion of these characters is just off. The whole thing going on between Cassidy and Shriek was also a bit weird and felt really overdone by the end of the movie, but it did add more to some of the action scenes, so I guess I can't complain. All things considered, I think that Venom There Be Carnage earned itself a 7 out of 10 rating. It's not the best film, but it is decent enough to deserve a watch at the theater. Some of you may be disappointed with this iteration of Carnage, but if you like the symbiote characters, as I know a lot of people do, I think it's worth trying to look past all of the negatives. Now, I'll go ahead and give the most clear warning that I possibly can. The next portion of this video contains some pretty major spoilers for the movie, including talk about the end credits, so if you haven't seen it yet and still want to, click off now. I'll give you a few seconds to do that. Alright, now that it's just us, the big thing that I wanted to talk about was the end credit scene. Eddie and Venom end up getting thrown into the MCU, and they even see Peter Parker being revealed as Spider-Man on the news. Having the characters in the MCU now instead of their own universe is both exciting and a little bit awkward. I am absolutely thrilled to see that they're going in the direction of a Spider-Man and Venom crossover. I just hope that they don't do it during No Way Home. A lot is going on during No Way Home, and it would be a waste to include Venom in the movie instead of doing a solo movie like Spider-Man 4 or Venom 3. Either way, it was pretty great to see Venom join the MCU, even if he ends up going back to his respective universe afterwards, and it'll be interesting to see where they take it. Anyways, though, that's the end of the review. I hope you enjoyed. If you did and you want to see more content like this, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. It would really help out the channel. Make sure to leave a comment down below telling me your thoughts on the movie. Anyways, though, thank you all for watching. Until next time.